Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you live from beautiful Budapest. In this class, we are focusing on IELTS Task 2 of the writing section. Specifically, we are finishing an essay that we started yesterday with our members. This is a members chat class. There will be an everybody welcome to chat class coming up in about 90 minutes. Hi Shruti, there's one of our members joining in. So again, we're focusing on the body paragraphs and the conclusion today, the structure and strategy of how to write those high band 9 scores. Okay, while we wait, a little bit more about us. These lessons are brought to you by aehelp.com. For the academic version of the test, please check us out at aehelp.com. For the general, check us out at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have loads of materials for you. This is our academic website here. You can click that big red button to join our premium package, get over 100 hours of HD video lessons for all sections with strategies and tips, as well as original practice exams and a fully interactive course for your phone, tablet, PC. This is the general version of our website with the green background. Same idea, same types of materials, lots of help. Click that big red button to join us there. Hi Rajveer, hi Exton, hi Firdavs. I'm glad you made it on your Sunday into this class. Students, if you have any questions, you can always send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com, and you can search for our exam books on Amazon. Look for AEHelp's Academic IELTS or GHelp's General IELTS. I'm doing very well, Preeti. Thank you for asking. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Hungary today. All right, let's get into our task 2 writing. We'll just quickly look at the question and the introductory paragraph so everybody's on board, and then we will continue with the body paragraphs. So, IELTS task 2 writing, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. People these days work hard to buy more. This has made life more entertaining and comfortable in many ways, but it also demands a lot of time and energy. Discuss whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages of this trend. You should write at least 250 words. So that means that's the absolute minimum for task completion. If you're only writing like 250, 260 words and you want to get a band 8 or 9, they have to be basically perfect. Okay? You have to have 260 words of perfect writing. If you write closer to 300 words of high quality writing, you can still get a band 8.5, maybe even a 9. Okay? I don't even know if you can get a band 9 with just 250 words. That might not even be possible. So, careful. Okay, so we thought about this. We looked at both sides of this argument, the advantages and disadvantages of working really hard to make more money for more luxury. We came up with a couple different thesis statements, and then we created the introduction. So here's the introduction, or the introductory paragraph. Members, again, it still seems to me like a lot of people, and this is to a lot of our viewers as well, a lot of people fail the high band scores already in their introductory paragraph because they do not understand the proper structure for a quality introductory paragraph. Just simply paraphrasing the question and giving your opinion is not considered university level writing or band 8, band 9 level writing, okay? So I just want to emphasize that before we get deeper into today's class. I know a lot of students say, hey, my teacher said to do this, it's enough. Maybe if you're looking for band 6.5, band 7, maybe, but definitely not going to be enough for a higher band score. So I don't recommend it, okay? So keep this in mind. Just paraphrasing the question and giving your opinion for the introductory paragraph is not enough for high band scores. I can also say this introductory paragraph, this type of introductory paragraph is not considered at the college or university level. Okay, so I definitely advise that you work on a college level introduction. What does that mean? It means that you have a hook, you have a background, and you have a thesis, a clear, direct thesis. Is that, for all of my members, is that clear? So is that message coming across strongly enough, how important it is to have a more developed introductory paragraph, even for IELTS Task 2? Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Meanwhile, I'll read the introduction for this question. So, in this fast-paced consumer society, people often work over 60 hours a week to pay for their needs and wants. Millions of individuals opt to spend their time at work rather than with family and friends, so they can increase the quality and quantity of goods and services they buy. This has a major impact on their personal and social lives. The benefits of working more to purchase more are greater than the deficits, as this situation empowers individuals for better experiences and less stress. Okay, so topic 1, body paragraph 1, better experiences. Okay, that's my body 1. And then body 2, less stress. Okay. All right. So we'll do that together. Hi, Carolina. And I see that for Davs, Rajveer, and Yekstan and Preeti all answered my previous question, and it makes sense that you need a good introduction. Okay, good. So let's do this together. Let's develop our body paragraph 1 together first, discussing better experiences as a result of sacrificing time and energy to make more money. So body paragraph 1, of course, will start with our topic sentence that gives the reader the idea of what this paragraph is about. So body 1, start is the topic sentence, and just like for those list of headings questions in reading, of course, it makes sense. The topic sentence for body paragraphs is, what is this paragraph about? That means a deeper definition of thesis point 1. In this case, better experiences. So more work plus more money equals better experiences. Please give me this sentence to start my body paragraph 1. Hi, Mahesh. Good to see many members in today's class. It's fantastic. We'll get some nice sentences, a nice variety of sentences among you, I'm hoping. So, what does it mean to have more work, more money, better experiences? Give me a nice full sentence topic for that. Okay. Rajveer, for Dobbs, I'm not sure if that's a question in there, so you'll have to make that a little bit more clear for me. Rajveer says, earning more money leads to a luxurious lifestyle at the cost of working extra hours in the office. Okay, it's not bad, Rajveer. I think your word choice could be a little bit better to improve clarity. So earning more money leads to a luxurious lifestyle which demands extra hours in the office. That's how I would do it, Rajveer. So earning more money leads to a luxurious lifestyle which demands more hours at the office. Okay, sure. It's a nice way to start at Rajveer. I'll bounce off of that suggestion. Yexton says individuals can live comfortable and luxurious lives when they work extra hours to earn more. Yeah, Yexton, that works really well. So you added the comfortable and luxurious into your sentence there. Absolutely. Okay. Those are both looking like good topic sentences, Rajveer and Yexton. I like it. Okay. So earning more money leads to a comfortable and luxurious. They're somewhat synonymous, but it's okay to put both. In this case, I'll have to add an S, which demands more hours at the office. Okay. All right. Yextan, Rajveer, you can start working on your explanation. Now, in the explanation, don't just explain the idea of working more to get a more luxurious and comfortable lifestyle, but also explain the idea that this is an important advantage in the world. Okay? So remember, students, when you're giving your explanation, always consider the full task 2 question you are answering. In this case, benefits are more than the deficits. One of the common mistakes that I see students making is that as they're developing their body paragraphs, they seem to forget the focus of the question. So this question focuses on the idea of the advantages outweighing the disadvantages, or vice versa, of this trend. So do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages of working more to be able to buy more? And it's absolutely in the explanation of the body paragraphs where you want to emphasize that point of view. So you really, really, really want to keep that in mind, okay? Not just explain about, well, if you work more, then you get more income and you can spend that more income on having fun. Sure, okay, that's fine, but how does that benefit me more than if I work less and have more time? So clearly you need some kind of comparison here. You need some kind of expression of that relative advantage, disadvantage. Okay, so give me a sentence like that for the explanation. Okay, so Sam Kutnoria says, our financial conditions improve and society respects us more. Sam, in this kind of an essay, I recommend staying away from the pronouns our, us, and we. Those can be quite awkward. It involves your reader into the situation, and the author voice becomes ambiguous. So people's financial conditions improve, they are respected more by society, and so that's how you'd want to word that, Sam. Okay. Ferdov says, those who work more can afford more. The word Ferdov is not effort more, it's afford more. Careful with spelling mistakes that change the meaning of words. Okay. Ferdov says, today people work more and earn more money to buy expensive goods and services. I think for Dobbs, that's kind of just a repeat of what we already have in the introduction. So you need to dig a little bit deeper. The words like luxury and comfortable, those were good by Rajveer and Yextan. Rajveer says, everybody strives to buy expensive products and services like a Mercedes and purchasing an executive air ticket, which is almost impossible with marginal income. Okay, Rajveer, that's good, but why is that an advantage? Why should I sacrifice more of my time? Okay, so think about that. What is the logic of sacrificing my time away from family or friends to make more money? Yaxton says individuals work late night to earn more money, which might result in less time with family, but this can be eclipsed by providing the family with their needs and removing financial issues. Yaxton, that's good. Okay, you're on the right track. Financial issues I would save for the second body paragraph where we discuss less stress. So careful, Yaxton, not to take the concept of your next body paragraph and accidentally incorporate that into your body paragraph 1. Okay, so keep your thoughts separate. Here we're just focusing on a luxurious lifestyle, so working more to buy more. Okay. Think about it this way. Okay, try to visualize yourself. So try to see yourself as somebody who has a lot of money and you're doing lots of really expensive, fun activities, living a luxurious life, driving a Mercedes, but you're working hard. And then compare that image of yourself to another image of yourself where you have a lot less money, you don't have those luxurious items. And then ask yourself, why do I choose this one where I have more of these items, these luxurious items, than being in a poor state? So again, visualize and compare. I'll start writing my explanation, keep thinking, and then we'll compare. Okay? All right. So that's my explanation. Um, while it is true that having expensive objects and experiences decreases time with family and friends, the overall quality of life is greater and therefore enjoyed more. In the end, the satisfaction a person gets from life is more important than the total amount of time. Okay? So, what I'm thinking of here, students, and perhaps I didn't say it the best way, but the logic is important. What I'm saying here is that I would rather have 1 day of absolute fun than 1 week of stress or anger or disappointment. Okay? So, that's what I want to express here is that having a great amount of fun, even though it might be a less amount of time, is more important than having lots of time but not being able to enjoy it. Okay? All right, let's see what some of you wrote. So, Preeti says, on the one hand, there are a lot of positive aspects of individuals earning more money. They can live comfortable and luxurious lives with the help of hard work. Okay, Preeti, that's a good topic sentence. Ferdov says, by purchasing luxury goods and services, individuals limit the stresses of everyday life. Ferdovs, not necessarily true, and that's also mixing your second body paragraph concept, okay? Sam says people can give parents back money because they raised us their entire lives. Okay, I think you're off topic there, Sam, so you need to rethink that. Rajveer says it provides a lot of options for people to buy from a range of products and services, while people with less income have to restrain themselves to certain boundaries. Yeah, that makes sense, Rajveer. And then explain what is the advantage of being able to choose from more products. Okay. So that obviously can be done with an example, which comes next. Okay. So here's my body paragraph 1 so far. And again, the way I'm doing this is I'm visualizing it. So earning more money leads to a comfortable and luxurious lifestyle, which demands more hours at the office. While it is true that having expensive objects and experiences decreases time with family and friends, as it requires more work, but the overall quality of life is greater. I need to take out but because it's a double negative. The overall quality of life is greater and therefore enjoyed more. In the end, the satisfaction a person gets from life is more important than the total amount of time. Okay. All right. Now, what would be a good example of that? So, what do you think would be a good example to show my reader that I think the advantage of working more to get better experiences or better objects in life is more valuable than having more time with friends and family? What do you think could be a good example for that? Don't write the sentence, just tell me. What would be a good example? I have a really good one in mind, and I'm wondering if anybody else is visualizing something similar. So, where you have a shorter amount of time, but a much greater experience. Very nice, Carolina. That's exactly what I was thinking, is a vacation. Okay. So, if you have loads of money and you can go on a 2-week vacation to Hawaii, where you have tons of fun surfing and seeing new and amazing scenery and tasting foods, as opposed to camping in your backyard for 1 month, it might be more enjoyable, right? So a vacation, I think, is a great example. Carolina, you read my mind, absolutely. So can everybody write an example with vacation? I think for dogs, a luxury car is okay as well. So work a little bit more to drive a better car like a Mercedes than driving a cheaper car that's more difficult, working less. I think the luxury car could work as well for dogs, but I definitely think that a vacation is a prime example of working more to have a better but shorter vacation. Okay, so everybody write an example sentence with vacation. Okay, focus on vacation. All right. I'll do the same. All right. So again, very, very visual, right? Here we go. My Example, for instance, a businessman may only have 2 weeks of vacation in the year to spend in Hawaii with all the amenities, but arguably this is better than a 1 month vacation spent at home watching TV, as there is no money for a plane ticket or a hotel. Okay, so I think we've all now visualized exactly what I'm talking about. I really want to see what your example is. Okay. Sam, be specific. Okay. So fulfill people's dreams. What is that dream? The dream might be to travel to Hawaii for 2 weeks. Okay. Or to travel to Dubai for a couple of weeks. So you really have to be specific, Sam. Always be as specific as possible. Okay. So Ferdov says, people who have 1 week vacation with their family members in Thailand gives more satisfaction than those who spend 1 month at home in front of the TV. Ferdovs, the him or her, but also their families, that's understood from the first half of your sentence. So instead, make that comparison to those people who maybe work less and cannot go to Thailand for their vacation. Okay? But you definitely have the right start to your thinking. Okay? So Rajveer says, for example, a civil engineer who works approximately 12 hours a day feels relieved when they have a chance to spend quality time with their friends and family on an amazing adventure in the Serengeti on a safari, right, Rajveer? Okay, I see, Rajveer. There's the rest of it. Vacation to Singapore, then to sit at home in front of their television. Yeah, very good, Rajveer. So I think you're also visualizing quite the same as what I am, right? Absolutely. Okay. So let's read what I have so far, and then you can tell me what kind of a sentence or what idea should follow. So earning more money leads to a comfortable and luxurious lifestyle which demands more hours at the office. While it is true that having expensive objects and experiences decreases time with family and friends, as it requires more work, the overall quality of life is greater and therefore enjoyed more. In the end, the satisfaction that a person gets from life is more important than the total amount of time. For instance, a businessman may only have 2 weeks of vacation in the year to spend in Hawaii with all the amenities and family, but arguably this is better than a 1 month vacation spent at home watching TV, as there's no money for plane tickets or a hotel. Okay. Let's have plural agreement. And let's add in family to be nice. Okay. Let's see. Preeti writes, for instance, if a working person has a small vacation in health stations with friends and family, they can feel more relaxed and there is no money for that. Then if there is no money for that, Preeti, the end of that sentence is a little bit awkward, so you want to rethink that. It's confusing. Okay. All right. So here I can just simply write, this is one reason the advantages of working more to buy more is preferable. Okay. So that's my concluding connecting sentence. Okay. Concluding and connecting sentence. Now, I know this is a little bit challenging, students. This is quite a conceptual question, so it's more challenging to write a clear response than for some other ones, but that's why I'm showing you this question, this topic. Okay? Yeah, Rajveer, absolutely. So you're picking up what I'm putting down. So Rajveer is saying this is one of two advantages of working more to earn more. Absolutely, Rajveer. Yeah, you're bang on. That's perfect. Okay, and now I go into body paragraph 2. So body paragraph 2, same concept. Topic plus explanation plus example. Okay, so same concept, except for body 2, you do not need a concluding sentence. Okay, because your conclusion's coming after, so you don't need that. It's awkward. If you have a longer essay, then you might want to have connecting sentences between your body paragraphs, but you don't need to do that in this case because your conclusion is your fourth body paragraph, okay? For Dobbs, that works. So for Dobbs says that it is clear that working more gives more satisfaction. I would even say thus for Dobbs. So for Dobbs, I would write that connecting sentence like this if I were you. Thus, it is clear that working more leads to greater life satisfaction. Okay? That's the more accurate sentence for your... notice something interesting too, members, that I haven't pointed out before, that in most cases, these connecting, concluding sentences, they're quite simple, just like the hook, okay? When you think of simple sentences in your essay, you should think about simple sentences for the hook and for these connecting, concluding sentences, all right? You don't want to write really long, complex sentences for those elements because it usually comes across awkwardly, especially if you make mistakes, okay? All right, body 2 is about less stress. So working more to have more, so we have less stress, okay? So better experiences was body 1. We just did that. Now we're focusing on less stress, okay? So conceptualize that and then begin writing, okay? I'm going to do the same. So we're going to move nice and smooth here with the topic, explanation, and example. So just write at your own speed, okay? And I'm going to look at the chat and correct as I see different parts coming up. So work on fluency here, writing fluency as well. Okay, I'm going to do the same starting with the topic sentence, okay? All right, I'm gonna go with that. Let's see. Rajveer says people do not need to be concerned about their finances as much when they earn more by working extra hours. Rajveer, notice my correction, okay? So people do not need to be concerned as much about their finances when they earn more by working extra hours. That's your more accurate sentence there, okay? All right, having more money empowers individuals to decrease the amount of problematic situations in life, which result in a higher level of confidence and relaxation. Okay. And I don't like the word relaxation. Instead, I'm going to replace it with an expression, peace of mind. Okay. Peace of mind, this, I guess I can call it a collocation. Peace of mind means that your mind is at rest, that you're not worrying. And you'll see where I'm going with that here in a moment. So again, I'm going to try to teach you some vocabulary while we develop this essay. Okay. Yextan says, spending a substantial part at the workplace to have a large bank account results in a burden-free life. Okay, Yextan, I'm following you. Notice my correction. Large chunk of money, Yextan, I think is too colloquial. In spoken English, I think that would be okay, but in written English, it's a bit awkward. So even replacing it with something a little bit more, I don't want to say academic, but scholarly, a large bank account results in a burden-free life. Okay. Ferdov says naturally, comma, Ferdovs. So naturally, comma, a person who has more is less stressed. Not less stressful, less stressed. Okay. Sam writes, we don't have to worry about the future and providing time to the present time. Sam, I'm not clear on what you're saying there. Importantly, Sam, don't use contractions in your writing. So do not. We do not have to worry. And again, Sam, really work hard to avoid using we, us, and our. Okay? It's awkward, especially in academic writing, to talk about your reader, yourself, and all people. Okay? Yextan, empower means to give power, to make someone have the power. Okay? All right? So I'll give you an example sentence, Yextan, with the word empower. In the 20th century, women were empowered greatly by being able to vote for leadership, okay, in many parts of the world. So when you give power to somebody, you empower them, okay? I'll give you another example, Yextan, so you remember. We should not empower children for violence by giving them weapons, okay? So empower means to enable someone for power. Okay. All right, here's my topic sentence. Having more money empowers. So money gives power to individuals. Having more money empowers individuals to decrease the amount of problematic situations in life, which result in a higher level of confidence and peace of mind. Those people, so this is my explanation coming up here. Who work hard to have lots of disposable income can afford not only expensive vacations, but also costly medical bills and highly nutritious foods. Okay. All right. So again, I'm visualizing, right? And I imagine myself in a situation where I work more to have more, and I visualize myself in a situation where I work less and have less. So in this situation, I picture myself catching a cold or the flu. All right, I have money, so I can go to the pharmacy. I can pay for the best flu medications. I can also go to the grocery store, buy 100% pure fresh squeezed orange juice, high quality meat, rice, to quickly help me heal and feel better. Here I'm working less and I'm making less, so I can't afford that high quality juice or that expensive medication. So I'm suffering more. I'm more stressed. Okay? That's just one example. Another one, I think, for Dobbs, you could use this if you started with the car example, is here I'm working more. I have a Mercedes. It's a safer car for my family, right? So I stress less than if I'm working less, but I have a car which is less safe in case of accidents, right? All right. Yext done. People who strive to make more money do not have the burden to pay large bills. Yeah, sure. Preeti, having a good bank balance declines stressful situations as a result. It boosts a person's confidence and life enjoyment. Preeti, your ideas are good. Work on your grammar, okay? So Ferdov says many problems can be solved with money, and those who have a lot of it stress less. Okay, Ferdovs, that's the correct way. All right. Now comes the example. All right. So again, remember students, with the examples, that's one really good place to create connections and cohesion among your paragraphs. Okay? So the businessman on vacation in Hawaii does not need to stress about injuring himself while surfing, as he can afford the medical costs. While the man watching TV at home, okay, I'm going to use a semicolon here, TV at home may be quite concerned in case of an accident. Okay. Rajveer writes, since they feel financially stable, do not worry much about paying for a five-star hotel and admitting their children to an expensive school, which makes them stress-free. Okay. Yeah, Rajveer, I think you're on the right track. Again, Rajveer, really work hard to do the same that I'm doing, where there's cohesion in the concepts between your paragraphs. Okay, so stay on the same ideas. Yexten says the software engineer, for example, works longer hours, but they do not have to think about spending money on medical costs, quality food, and high-level education for their families, right, Yexton? So be a little bit more specific with the certain limits, all right? Okay, so here is my body paragraph 2. Having more money empowers individuals to decrease the number of problematic situations in life, which results in a higher level of confidence and peace of mind. Those people who work hard to have lots of disposable income can afford not only expensive vacations, but also costly medical bills and highly nutritious foods. Notice how I don't use words like etc. and so on. They're unnecessary. Okay, you don't need to put those kinds of words. So the businessman on vacation in Hawaii with his family does not need to stress about injuring himself while surfing, as he can afford the medical costs. while the man watching TV at home may be quite concerned in case of an accident. Okay, so far so good. Lots of coherence, lots of cohesion. Now I come to my conclusion. And the conclusion has the points restated plus argument strengthened plus take-home message. Okay. So, points restated, working hard. Okay, let's take this one step at a time. Points restated, working hard and longer. Working harder and longer. We have to make sure we have parallel grammar. Gives people the opportunity or opportunities to maximize their life experiences while decreasing their worries. Then comes my argument strengthened. Okay, therefore, it is clear that the merits of working more outweigh the disadvantages. Okay, then comes my take-home message. Ultimately, life is about the quality of experiences and not necessarily the quantity, as nobody truly knows the amount of time they have on earth. All right, that's my take-home message. So here we go. Conclusion. Let's start with in conclusion. They like that. The examiners like to see the in conclusion. It's very clear for the examiners. So let's start with in conclusion. In conclusion, working harder and longer gives people the opportunities to maximize their life experiences while decreasing their worries. Therefore, it is clear that the merits of working more outweigh the disadvantages. Ultimately, life is about the quality of experiences and not necessarily the quantity, as nobody truly knows the amount of time they have on earth. All right, that's my take-home message, and it's one that I believe in. So that's my full essay. And again, students, I realize that's quite tricky, and I realize I'm using a lot of intricate vocabulary and grammar to express these ideas, but as we agreed, this would be a challenging question with a band 9 response. So there you have it. Okay. Ferdov says, a person who has a lot of money does not care about cash or renting a car. However, those who work less are stressed in case of a crashing with their vehicle. Yeah, Ferdov's car accident. Okay, so a person who has a lot of money does not care about car accidents or having to rent a car. However, those who work less can be really stressed following a vehicle accident. Okay, yeah, or a car crash. So car crash, vehicle accident. That's your paraphrasing for Dobbs. Car crash, vehicle accident. Yexton says, in conclusion, working more hours overshadows the disadvantages by providing a quality and stress-free life. In the end, working more hours satisfies people through enjoyment and less tension. Yexton, good ideas. A little bit of correction there with the word choice and vocabulary. All right, students, let's read the essay from top to bottom. Make sure it makes sense. At home, this is where you want to review and replace redundancy, paraphrase certain words that appear too often, check to see if you have enough quantitative information, and the like, okay? Always work to review and improve your essay. Let's read. In this fast-paced consumer society, people often work over 60 hours a week to pay for their needs and wants. Millions of individuals opt to spend their time at work rather than with family and friends so they can increase the quality and quantity of goods and services they buy. This has a major impact on their personal and social lives. The benefits of working more to purchase more are greater than the deficits, as this situation empowers individuals for better experiences and less stress. Earning more money leads to a comfortable and luxurious lifestyle, which demands more hours at the office. While it is true that having expensive objects and experiences decreases time with family and friends as it requires more work, the overall quality of life is greater and therefore enjoyed more. In the end, the satisfaction that a person gets from life is more important than the total amount of time. For instance, a businessman may only have 2 weeks of vacation in the year to spend in Hawaii with their family and all amenities, but arguably this is better than a 1-month vacation spent at home watching TV, as there's no money for plane tickets or hotels. Let's take out that unnecessary article. This is one reason the advantages of working more to buy more is preferable. Having more money empowers individuals to decrease, and I used the word empowers before, so now I replace it with enables. Okay, it's a nice synonym for that. Enables individuals to decrease the number of problematic situations in life, which result in a higher level of confidence and peace of mind. Those people who work hard to have lots of disposable income can afford not only expensive vacations, but also costly medical bills and highly nutritious foods. The businessman on vacation in Hawaii does not need to stress about injuring himself while surfing, as he can afford the medical costs, while the man watching TV at home may be quite concerned in case of an accident. I'm going to put a comma there. In conclusion, working harder and longer gives people the opportunities to maximize their life experiences while decreasing their worries. Therefore, it is clear that the merits of working more outweigh the disadvantages. Ultimately, life is about the quality of experiences and not necessarily the quantity, as nobody truly knows the amount of time they have on Earth. Okay, that is your essay. Honestly, I would probably clear up a little bit of redundancy in this. I do find that there's a little bit of repetition in this essay that I would try to clear up when I'm practicing at home. Nevertheless, ultimately, that is your goal. All right, and I can see some other conclusions. Preeti, good job. Students, again, viewers, to join our premium packages, make sure to visit us at aehelp.com for academic IELTS and gieltshelp.com for general. On both of those websites, we have loads of videos in HD, practice exams, and an interactive course for you. Coming up in 30 minutes, we have one more class, Speaking Part 3, Practice and Strategy with me. So hopefully you'll join me there. So I'm just going to say goodbye for now and see you in 30 minutes for speaking. Part 3. You're very welcome, Ferdavs. You're very welcome, Preeti. Rajveer, great job today. Good job, everyone. Hopefully see you soon. Bye for now. Bye, Carolina.